We're in Orange County. We decided to stop by AHM Factory Services in Yorba Linda. We're just gonna drop in on Brandon and see what he's doing. So here we go. See what they got going on in here. Huh, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right.
Brandon from AHM Factory Services, and he's got good reading literature on the counter. So
on deck always.
We were in the neighborhood and we figured we'd stop by and say what's up. And we know you're always busy doing something.
Never ends.
So we definitely have our suspension for our CR125 in the car. So we'll bring that back by. But
cool.
So what are you doing? What are you up to today?
Suspension all day long, every day. Never stops here.
You have a couple sets over here.
Yeah, this is all of our finished, ready pickup and or ship, more or less. And then what you see on your left is all drop off. Those are all inbound. It never seems to be smaller than that. So
well, that's not a bad thing to have.
There's good and bad with that.
Exactly.
Lots of hours.
So what's going on, AHM? Give us a little tour.
Yeah, I'll walk you through. I mean, this whole deal started we're 10 years old now. 10 years as in October.
Was that your first? Was this the first cover bike?
It was. Thanks to you.
I remember that.
Thanks to you.
We're getting old. Holy
yeah,
cow.
we are. 17. I remember the phone call actually.
Yeah.
You want to do this? It'll be a cover. I'm like, yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Anything that helps.
Sounds good. All right.
So what do we got? This is random. This is my little home away from home. My little build zone. I kind of keep it my little self. I can stay inside here and just kind of do my program and minimize distractions as much as possible. It's a set for Master Pool for a Supercross return, so we're in the middle of that project. That'll be shipping to him tomorrow. And
how long have you been working with him?
That originally started with Bar X Suzuki last year, Supercross. We kind of did like a fill-in program with them. They were in between some technicians, and we got the call from Myron, and they gave us a great opportunity to like hop onto that, and that actually worked out really well. That was huge for us, like main stage, on an effort. I got to learn a lot. And then met Ty through there. He separated and kind of randomly showed back up for outdoors, and then the success came pretty quick for him, and that was really cool to be a part of like that. And we gel, we understand each other quite well, and we can make changes and adapt, and I'll do whatever I can to make him happy. So
makes sense.
Yeah, we're continuing on so far, and he's getting healthy and back going, and yeah, there's my spring pile of customers like to leave us springs, so eventually those go away. Out back here, this is more removal, refit of suspension / we still tailor and build a few bikes for like the Score Series, Baja stuff. That's Rick and Graydon doing assembly and teardown non-stop with these guys.
That's not a bad problem to have, being able...
We'll take it.
So the Baja effort, you said stuff about Baja bikes, and I know you have a long history with Baja efforts and stuff like that. Now you've kind of stepped back from that. You're helping select teams down there and doing select stuff, but not as much as what you were before,
correct,
right?
Yeah, before we were super heavily involved with building multiple efforts bikes throughout like the season, and it's just really hard to get good hands, and the timing and suspension for us was growing so fast that we needed to capitalize on that, and that was our main focus all along, like main plan. So we stepped away. There's a few efforts that we work with. We go down every round and do testing. We're on-site testing, so we'll do testing with anyone that's running AHM. So we offer that, and that's been a huge success. People just maybe don't know that they can have it that much better, or they just like, a lot of those guys will just get the stuff, they bolt it on, and they go ride, and like they're happy. But there's so much more to be had. Or your team of riders, you could have a 60, 70 pound weight swing. Who's your fast guy? Who's your slow guy? Where's your riding at? And we try to help build them the best package we can and the best motorcycle they can for like that group of riders. So that's been really big. That's been a huge success for us, and we'll continue. But
no more building full race bikes and doing all that kind of stuff to go down there and do all that stuff.
We always say, we're like, nope, no more of that. And then we get a phone call, October last year, and there's a 40 team. Like, what's it take? We're like, well, money, like we happen to have parts and enough time to like we can make the program work and do it properly, then we'll do it. But we've pretty much backed away from that for the most part. So we still get calls weekly. Guys are still calling about Gen 1 450X suspension, set up a carburetor, what's it take to go race down there. Like it's, the whole Score Baja thing is weird. Like it's still like, it's such a weird niche, but they keep calling, so that's cool. But yeah, Gen 140X is lined up. These are all like peer runners and stuff that these guys are getting just basic prep work, more so just suspension services and stuff like that. We kind of have a special build over there. This has been like a long-term project for a customer. He was gonna build it himself, and then it turned into kind of like a passion project.
What is this? Is this like an 08?
No, it's a 2006 Gen 140X. And he wanted, I think it's the 1985 like era. So it's got the blue seat. He did a whole red frame. He's been like compiling parts for this forever and ever and ever.
This is like the 08 that I have that was here for a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had it sitting in the corner.
Yeah, it's the same type of thing.
Yeah, this one kind of just got here, but it's it's been long term for him, probably 3 years, but it's finally going together. So
it looks pretty cool.
It's cool. I think when it's done, it'll be cool. Unfortunately, the frame probably won't last forever, but it's I mean, it's a cool project and it's different, right? Like it's kind of what I like about it is it stands out. It'll be super unique to him, which is really cool, and it's kind of what we're
all the parts for it right here.
Yeah, just random stuff.
And is this yours?
That's the personal bike right now.
Yeah.
Yep, 24. It's a good motorcycle. Everyone says it's slow, but I tell them they're crazy. I just think it connects power really well.
It's funny. I was just down with. We just picked up our X model, and I was just down with Brad at Kawasaki, and people were talking about it being slow and all that stuff, and I was like, I'm with Kiefer on that. Like, it's not slow. It has a different type of power delivery.
Yep.
But I mean, you can change them so rapidly, and
ECU and exhaust. The guys are air boxes. I mean, mine's stock ECU, stock map. Put on a Pro Circuit exhaust and pulled out the rubber air, like the airbox plug. And I was like, the power's smooth. It connects. Like you open the throttle, it just connects to the ground and it just goes. It's like deceivingly fast, slow. I like it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's just a great power delivery.
So good.
So it's definitely fun.
This has been a fun one to learn. We're still like early into our development on it. I'm still like my original setting that I threw into it off of like my 23s, and it's been really close actually. I've been really, really happy and fun to like ride it and learn it. Yeah.
So you still doing a lot of riding, or whenever you can?
When I try to, not enough. Now it's like every couple weeks, where before it was like, once, twice a week type situation. So the goal here soon is to be able to hop on a motorcycle and ride more.
So now with this, you have your own KX450 and all that stuff. Now, do you find, just like what we find, is that you got into this industry to ride dirt bikes and ride as much as possible, and you have friends that are probably plumbers and electricians that get to ride more than you?
100%. Oh yeah. I got buddies that all work for Edison, and they do a killer job, and they work crazy hours, and then they're off for 2 weeks just riding. I'm like, let's go ride. I'm like, desert's wet. I'm like, I get it, but I'm still here.
Yeah, when that happens, people bring their suspension in because they want to ride.
100%. It just gets worse. Yeah. Let's go race a big
Pretty
six.
much.
It just rained. Glen Helensby all the time. Like, I can't. Everyone's stuff's leaking because it was a mud fest, right? But like, I want to be out there.
Exactly.
But yeah. No, one of these days, find more hands.
Just more projects.
Yeah, there's another, like a Baja pre-runner just off to the side, getting it out of the way. Some of my dad's old collection of stuff in the corner, and random. A lot of Gen 140Xs. You picked a good couple days to come by.
Yeah, exactly.
Our favorite motorcycle. I still love it. I still swear it's the best dirt bike.
Yeah. No, they're definitely good all around motorcycles.
It does, yeah. A little sluggish.
So what is the bike that you work on suspension-wise the most, besides 450Xs? Because we know that you guys have that reputation for that stuff.
We do a lot of 450Ls, like the CRF 450R, RL. There's been a ton of Husky 501s, 450, 500 EXCs, tons of WP that just keeps on rolling through. I would say like those three are probably the biggest, most consistent. We developed a linkage for that Honda model, so we get that phone call a lot, and it's just, we just have a whole sales pitch.
So when somebody calls in and goes, hey, I have a Husky 501 or whatever, do you kind of know now, oh, okay, they're going to need this, this, and this?
100%. We basically go down like, hey, here's a package. This is what's been working. Customers been really happy. This is your dollar amount. This is what you can expect. And same with the Hondas, the same deal. They just call, and there's really kind of like one package that works, and we've developed it, and it just goes with it. And that like seems to have a big following on like forums and stuff. So people are online talking about it, and then I read online you guys the call about the Honda 4DL or the Husky, and we work with like the Wolf Enduro guys. It's like a local group. They're super cool, and they're all on Husky, like the new generation 24 FE 450s. But we seem to get a lot of play off that. Guys are calling because they're seeing they're using it, or they run into them on the trail, which is ideally what we want. Like,
yeah, well, and it sounds like you're working with multiple racers, multiple, you know, dual sport groups, the Wolf guys. You said that you just started working with Kalana Humphreys and getting people, and you were really surprised with the kind of people that are
he drew a completely different rider than you would ever expect. 100%. Yeah, we posted a video Kalana, and direct messages through social media was a lot of 16 to 18-year-old kids that just go ride in the Cal City and open desert, and like that's exactly who he pulled, which was the opposite of what his situation is. Yeah. Completely opposite, which is cool though. I like it. Well, and then he's just grabbing onto the rider, like the pure aspect of a dirt bike rider.
Exactly.
Which I think is really cool. And I like that.
You were saying that some of the issues with getting suspension here, like people not only can just drop off suspension here, but they can also ship it here. And I know shipping, everybody, oh, well, how do you ship suspension and all that kind of stuff? And now you guys have a system.
Yeah, so you're the first to see it. These just got dropped off about 3 hours ago.
Cool.
So there's 500 and change suspension boxes. This is what it'll look like built up. We're still waiting for the handles to show up. So this will be your box. It'll have a divider inside, and we will basically have a program to you call or email us, and we will build you a shipping label and send you a box. There's no cost for the box. So it's basically acts as just a pickup service. And if you're nervous about shipping, it's just an easy way to go about it. It's very similar to like a Pro Circuit style box or some of those other boxes you've seen out in the market. It's got like the divider and stuff. We might adopt some foam inserts, maybe. Kind of got to work on a few things. I got plenty of them to work with. So, yeah, that'll be live with us. Probably about 2 weeks time. We'll have that like live, ready to go on the website and that kind of stuff.
So if somebody wants to find out more about the shipping option, or wants to find out just more about AHM, where do they go? Where do they?
A lot of it's email through the website. They'll just log on, just ahmfactoryservices.com. Just send us an inquiry through there. I'm the one that answers every one of those emails. We get a lot of social media messaging. I feel like that's kind of a big thing now. We try to still push that towards like the website to keep it a bit cleaner and easier. And it's like one place I'm looking and not others, because we have people that like run that social media account for us. But it's, yeah, the website by far is the best.
Okay. So they can just
send an email through there. We're very good about that's every morning, every night I'm answering emails and trying to send dialogue back and make things happen.
And then with that on the website, there's the different packages that you guys have and all that kind of stuff. They can find out more stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of got your basics of, you know, your revalve, your rebuild, what that's going to get you. You can kind of go on there and get a roundabout cost. And then a lot of guys will just email asking a specific question, or, hey, I want to do coatings. And then I can kind of create that dialogue of what exactly you're looking for, colors, and then I can basically build them an estimate.
Yeah, because you guys do everything. Like you do crazy coatings. We've done a couple motorcycles. The one that we just saw on the cover of that magazine was crazy coatings. We have an RM 252 stroke that will be coming out in the magazine that you guys did an insane amount of coatings on. So, so you guys do everything.
Yep, coatings is big. The problem with coatings is timeline. Some of that stuff takes time, but I feel like we're pretty open and honest, and we kind of give you the real timeline of what it's going to take, and but it looks good. So if you're willing to wait, you're willing, you know, it's kind of how it goes.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. That's a little bit of walk around at AHM Factory Services. Again, this is kind of their deal. But if you want to find out more, head over to their website, and if you see Brandon out on his machine at Glen Helen or some of the local SoCal tracks, just go up and talk to him and say what's up.